Okay, I'm outside 5046 Thomas in Maple Heights as I start the exterior walkthrough. As you can see, it's a beautiful, bright, sunny day, but there's probably over 2 feet of snow in some sections. So, fortunately, the roof is visible here, and you can see it's a newer dimensional shingle, so it looks to be in good shape there. But something to discuss on the exterior. On the interior, it's a Saturday. The tenants are home with a young family. There's 3 small children there, probably all under the age of 12 years old. So just for privacy reasons and such, I did not film a video or take pictures of the bedroom where the boys had just gotten up from sleeping. So the video still, I think, is going to provide a lot of value. The majority of the findings in the report are in the basement and exterior. Nothing too major either. So so that's good. I don't think the video will be limited as far as report information. Just gonna pan the street quickly here. You can see the beautiful sky and snow, and overall, really, the street looks to be well maintained. It's fairly quiet. The homes are all in good repair. All seem to be occupied. So just a quick panorama there, and we're gonna head over and just discuss a few things I came up with out here. You see, it's a full brick house. It's actually block construction with the brick veneer, which is kind of unique to the data construction. The brick's in good shape. However, there is a crack there. You can see that's open up beneath this window. Nothing structural in nature, because it is just a veneer, just a way of finishing the surface, but should be sealed just to prevent moisture damage. And we're going to come in the backyard here. So trudge through the snow. You can see it's a decent sized lot. The air conditioning unit here is on the older side. It's also from the 90s, so the HVAC mechanicals are older. It's also about only 10 degrees today, so it's much too cold to run the AC unit, so that will have to be noted. When we go inside the kitchen, there's signs of leaking, which the tenant states is an active leak. So I believe he said they've tried various things that haven't corrected it. I believe the source of the leak is coming from the crown of the chimney needing to be redone, so that would be noted in the report. But here we can get a look at the neighboring houses again. Nice repair. All the vehicles look nice. So it seems to be a nice street. We're gonna head up the side of the house here. And again, with the snow, I couldn't get a super close look, but it was fortunate that at least that front section, the snow was gone. I would say, it's not a new roof by any stretch, but it is in good shape. I'd say maybe 10 years old perhaps, and in good condition. The home's windows too are newer vinyl replacement. There's just one damaged window in the kitchen there, I'll know, but they're nicely capped with aluminum. Basement windows are newer glass blocks, so there's been some nice updates as well. I'm just gonna walk up. Actually gonna jump in the neighboring driveway here. Just one last pan. So from here, I'm gonna head inside, discuss the basement. Again, where the majority of the findings are kind of plumbing related, which is always good when they fall under one trade. And I'll film the rest, and please let me know if you have any questions after you've viewed the report. I'm inside the basement now as I start the interior walkthrough. As I mentioned outside, the tenants are home with small children, so I'm not going to film a video in the interior, just the basement space. This is where the majority of the findings are, and I was able to view and inspect the entire house. So that would be reflected in the report, and of course there's pictures as well. Just a quick span here. We come to the mechanicals. Both are on the older side. The furnace is 1991. The water heater is 2005. Both are in working order. However, I do note the ages there, of course. Down here, I was told there was a recent backup of the sump pump, which caused some damage to the carpeting. So you see some tack strips have been glued down and left in place. It'd be good to remove those if you're not going to recarpet. Just they're potential trip hazards, and they're sharp edges that a kid could trip on. But really the majority of the findings down here are related to the plumbing. Nothing too major here, but we just see like an antiquated gas valve that's no longer rated for use with natural gas, so it'd be good to replace that. But there's a really unique configuration of the sanitary stacks. You can see one here and then one along the back wall. They exit the home sort of high up the foundation, which is sort of typical with homes on a septic, not a city sewer system. So it's a little unusual for a city sewer, but you see there's a sump pump here, which is basically just taking on water from this laundry tub and the washing machine. So it's not an ideal configuration, but it sort of is what it is, just sort of the nature of how things had to be assembled. And then we see here, this configuration here is really odd. I'm not sure really what purpose it's serving, but this is the kitchen drain that comes down, and we have a pipe that comes off this, comes over here to this little trap, and then there's a plastic tubing that goes into the sump, if you follow that along. So again, I'm not really quite sure what purpose that's serving or why it's arranged like that, but in my opinion, it can probably just be removed. I'll recommend further evaluation by a licensed plumber, as you'll see in the report. The home does have really nice washer and dryer. The tenant stated that those belong to him, so just a heads up there. Look at the electrical panel. Everything's nicely wired inside there. Actually, the electrical inside the home is nicely done overall. No real issues there. You see the home does have knob and tube wiring, which is the black round wiring there we see in the middle of the panel. Nothing wrong with that, and the home has the proper configuration of outlets and things for having knob and tube. So really overall, as we go through the interior section of the report, like I said, the video would have been nice just so you could see the property, but unfortunately I wasn't able to film that. But there were very few issues in that section of the report, as you'll see. So with that, this is where the video will end. So I appreciate the business. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.